this stuff should be made available.
Yeah. I was just talking to someone the other day that didn't even know about Sesame Park. They knew about the Canadian Sesame Street with, the American version with the Canadian stuff kind of pushed into it, but they didn't know Sesame Park existed. And I was like, what?
Yeah. No,
I know we're a little older than Sesame Park, but I mean, it's technically Muppets, so why wouldn't you know about it?
Yeah. Oh, the puppeteers involved, both on Sesame Park and Mr. Dressup. The crossover between all of that with the Muppets and Fraggle Rock. It's for fans of that stuff, there's a lot of meat to sink your teeth into there. And even people, I went to school with a fella named Michael Terrio. Not the one on trial for bad stuff right now, but the good Michael Terrio is a phenomenal actor. He played Tommy Douglas in the movie, the 3-part miniseries, I think that CBC did years ago. He originated the role of Gollum on stage in the Lord of the Rings musical and went over to London, England, did it there. He was in The Producers with Sean Cullen here when it opened. He's an incredible actor that I went to high school with. And he ended up on Mr. Dressup. That was his first professional gig. And we actually did an episode together where I introduced him to Mr. Dressup as my friend Michael. And then he went on to do more episodes. So there's so much interesting, fun fact stuff there for fans. And certainly for anyone who grew up in Canada on children's television, which I think we always did and have continued to do really well. It's really, I think we owe it to ourselves to make that available for the next generations.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned My Pet Monster, and I know we're going on a bit of a tangent here because we're supposed to be talking about you, but My Pet Monster and Retro Kid just did those TVO t-shirts. Did you see those?
Yes.
For today's special.
Yeah, so one of my best friends is Joe Motiki, who was one of the hosts for TVO Kids during the 90s in the crawl space and all that. And he's been a huge part of really making sure that TVO is getting its due and stays on the air and stays funded and is actively involved with a lot of fan groups and whatnot. Yep, it's great. I grew up watching TVO as well. Polka Dot Dora was my jam when I was itty bitty. Yeah.
It's fantastic.